road traffic getting worse, and citizens getting stressed. Did you want that happen?
Hello and hi, my name is Putra Muhammad Adam and I am a student of a Diploma Geospatial Technology, University Technology Mara, Malaysia, and today I will give the solution. Introducing Transit-Oriented Development. But before we start, in this video, I will briefly explain what is TOD and how I create the buffer zone at my study area. So let's get into it. Transit-Oriented Development, or a TOD, is a method of designing cities to make them more accessible and sustainable. It emphasizes on developing residential, commercial, and recreational areas near public transit such as trains and buses. The goal is to make it simpler for individuals to walk, cycle, or utilize the public transportation instead of driving their own vehicles, which will reduce the traffic and improve the environment, and at the same time, it will ensure the public safety. TOD entails developing more densely with more homes and businesses in a smaller space, as well as creating communities that encourage walking and cycling. There's a lot type of TOD around the world. For an example, high density, high medium density, and medium or moderate density. Now, let's go to the transit area of influence. The zoning of the areas can influence the radius of the buffer zone from the station. There is 3 types of zone for transit influence. That includes core, which is 0 to 400 meters, primary 400 to 800 meters, and secondary 800 meters to 1.5 kilometers. In that buffer zone, it should contain a lot of civic buildings and facilities, for example, recreational park, office, residential areas, and hospital. These concepts are used by lots of countries all around the world. For an example, Curitiba, Brazil, as the earliest and the most successful example of TOD. Not just in Brazil, countries like France, Japan, Australia, United States, and Malaysia are also developed a successful TOD. Now, we will go to the second part of the video, which is how I create a buffer zone around my study site using ArcGIS Pro tools. Before I start, I would like to mention that I choose my study area as Putrajaya Sentral, located in Putrajaya, Malaysia. First of all, we must create a features and facilities, for example, road, residential, and commercial. The next step is to digitize the map based on your base map that you choose earlier in this project. Don't forget to choose your site carefully. For an example, I choose a Putrajaya Sentral as my study area. So, this is the result after digitize the base map using the features I create. Next, what we're doing is to change and modify the symbology. It's important to differentiate the features more convenient. By changing the shape and the color, it also can improve the visualization, thus make it more interesting and presentable to read and analyze. After done digitizing and modified the symbolization, the result should be like this. Now, we will proceed to the next part of the process, which is analyzation. The tools that I use to analyze are buffer and erase. Buffer are required to obviously create a buffer zone around the transit station. Each values of the radius are based on zoning of transit influenced. This is the result of buffer. Now, let's go into the second tool, which is erase. In this project, erase is used to delete or eliminate the area where the buffer layer stacks with the other buffer layer. This will produce more neat and tidy map. Plus, it also makes the user more easy to read the map due to no color issues. This is the result before and after erase. And last but not least, import map layout. In this process, the map are imported to map layout to visualize and present the map more informative and effective. All map properties such as legend, map body, and title are need to be inserted. With this way, it could help users to understand more about the map. This is the final result of the map. You can see all map properties inside it. For example, northern arrow, scale, the title, the creator, overview map, map body, and legend. Now, come to the last part of the video, which is the analysis of the result. Based on the map, we can see that there's a bus station, the fire station, and hospital in a radius of 0 to 400 meters from the station. But on the other hand, the primary section, which is 400 to 800 meters, has a decent amount of facilities, which include law enforcement, hospital, and restaurant. Secondary zoning also have a massive amount of facilities and civic centers. From the analysis, we can conclude that Putrajaya Sentral are categorized to a primary type of a zoning influence. This is because the number of facilities is starting to increase at the radius 400 to 800 meters. Plus, the type of TOD at Putrajaya Sentral are a high density due to a successful urban planning and high intensity of a local citizens around it, make it so dense in a single location. So, that's conclude my video for today. So if you want further information of this project, scan the QR code or click the link in the description below to enter our website about this project. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification below and share the video so everyone get the knowledge. Thank you so much for listening. See you later and Assalamualaikum.